Hello, this is Dr. Jacqueline Lawrence from End Time Planning, and I came to share something with you all on this day. What I'd like to share with you is the fact that many of you are not taking the things that Jesus said would come in these end times very seriously. You're thinking that he didn't mean what he said when he said that there's going to be terrible times in these last days and during the end times. Terrible times of deceit, of natural disasters, floods and hurricanes and tsunamis and earthquakes and all kinds of floods and terrible times. You're not taking him seriously. You think he is just all about love and forgiveness and kumbaya, and he's just gonna be there to rescue you because he loves you so much, and he does love us so much. But he told us that there will be terrible times in these last days. And we're not taking it very seriously. We're sitting around complacent and apathetic, like we just don't care. And we're just kicking back and not preparing. But these things are going to happen. A lot of you are sitting around praying that these things won't happen. But God said these things were going to be happening a long time ago. Much longer than any of us were even around. You don't think the God of the universe that said all these terrible things are going to happen are going to change his mind because little old you and little old me came along begging him to change his mind, do you? You don't really think he's going to rewrite the book, do you? No. What he said is true, and he said it, and he meant it. The times are going to be devastating. So while you're praying, I'm going to tell you what he told us to pray about. He didn't say to pray that he would change his mind about what he said. He didn't tell us to pray about only great weather, because it ain't just going to be about great weather. No, it's going to be mighty floods, mighty earthquakes. He didn't tell us to pray for love to abound. No, he said in these last days the love of most will grow cold. There would be hatred and wickedness and familial betrayals and rebellions and all kinds of violence. Even people will eat their own babies. There will be murder. Families are going to murder each other. Brothers against brothers, sister against sister, brother against mom. It's going to be wicked times. So he didn't say to pray those things away. Let me tell you what he told us to pray for. In the Olivet Discourse, when Jesus is talking about the signs of the end of the age and of his return, these are the things that Jesus said we are to pray for. In Matthew 24, Jesus is speaking to his disciples about the signs of the end times, the destruction of the temple, and his second coming. Specifically in Matthew 24 and 20, he instructs the disciples to pray regarding the timing of the coming tribulations. He said, pray that your flight will not take place in the winter or on the Sabbath. It's about the flight that is going to take place. That's what he wants us to pray for. In Mark 13:18, similar to Matthew 24, again, he's speaking about the end times, the destruction of the temple, and the events that will precede his second coming. Jesus tells his disciples to pray about the timing of their escape during the tribulation. He said, pray that this will not take place in the winter. Again, he's talking about this flight where he told us to flee. He's talking about the flight. All hell is gonna break loose. So all there's left for us to pray for is this flight. Let me go to Luke 21. Because these verses are extracted from the Olivet Discourse, where Jesus is talking to us about the signs of the end of the age and of his coming. So in Luke 21, Jesus is once again speaking about the signs of the end times, his second coming, and the tribulations that will occur. Specifically in Luke 21:36, he instructs his followers to pray for strength and preparedness. For strength and preparedness. In Luke 21:36, check this out. He said, be always on the watch and pray that you will be able to escape all that is about to happen, and that you will be able to stand before the Son of Man. So about what should we be praying? We should be praying that our flight will not take place in the winter or on the Sabbath, and that we will escape all that's about to happen and survive the flight, so that we will be standing when Jesus comes back for us in the clouds. Some of us are going to be here, some of us are not. But whoever is left behind to endure times of great tribulation, Jesus wants them to survive these times. He wants them to take flight, and he wants them to survive the flight. So for the end times, all that's left for us to pray for is that we can participate in this flight and survive it, so that we will be standing when Jesus comes back for us. And that's my message for today. Pray for the flight, because the devastations of the end time are coming, and no man, I don't care how long the prayer, I don't care how effectual and fervent the prayer is, no man can pray away the things that Jesus said are to come. Be prepared, keep watch, and be ready. Thank you for tuning in, and have a God-blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.